I'm trying to be a beauty blogger. I'm trying to do that like intro. What's it what they do with their hands? I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like an idiot. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. Today is something a little bit different. As you guys know, I'm normally talking all things health and fitness and just my life. But today we are going to do a bit of a catch up. It's been so overdue to have a proper little sit down and chat with you. So I thought whilst I'm chatting and catching up, I'd give you a proper tutorial on this makeup look. Now I'm just going to preface this and say I am no beauty guru. I am not an expert. I just really enjoy doing my makeup and I feel like I found a bit of a groove with my personal face at the moment. Oh, it's suddenly gone so bright. But a lot of you guys have been kindly commenting on my kind of hair and makeup in my last few vlogs, so I thought I would show you guys my everyday makeup go-to little routine. So I think it's time we just get on with it. I feel like this filming setup takes me back. If you've been watching my YouTube video for the last year, you might recognise this as my bedroom. We haven't filmed in here for a long time. I am first going to start by putting my hair up. I've just freshly washed my hair and it feels so good. I have honestly looked like an egg this whole week and I'm finally putting some makeup on and making myself feel super girly and I love it. I wish you could see the setup I have in my bedroom right now, and I've got one of our kitchen bar stools and I've got all my makeup on it as like a little desk. So we're just going to roll with it. So just another reminder that yes, I am no expert in makeup, but you guys really liked my makeup in the Lisbon vlog, and just generally recently I've had lovely comments on it, so I thought I would do a very chatty. I already predict it's going to be very chatty. Get ready with me, and we'll do makeup as well. So I'm starting off. By the way, I'm totally relying on natural daylight from the window behind me, but it might go light, it might go dark. I'm not quite down with the whole backdrop ring light beauty blogger vibe. We're just going to work with it. So before I start off anything, I have been using the Simple Hydrating Booster as a primer for my makeup. So I'm just going to put that on. I just put it on the back of my hand, rub it in. Okay, we'll just let that absorb for one moment. So I'm going to start with the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser. I don't really wear full coverage foundation generally. This is about as heavy as I get. This also has an SPF 30 in it, so when I've been away on holiday I've worn this loads and I have not got burnt, so proof's in the pudding. I'm the shade Sant Moritz. That was my summer shade. I went a tone darker than I usually do. The lady at the airport was like, "You're gonna get a tan," and I was like, "You're optimistic because I don't really tan, but thank you for thinking that I might." So I use a beauty blender to apply, and I really need to get a mirror. I'm going to use my little palette mirror. So if you see me just looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So yeah, I just really wanted to take this opportunity to catch up. I feel like we have not had a chance to speak properly. I know we caught up in my last vlog, but properly, I feel like we have not had a chance to speak. I just feel like there's been so much to catch you up on. This summer has been honestly crazy. I've done a lot of travel for me. I'm not a big, huge traveller, but for me, there's been a lot of travel this summer. Obviously, it started off with Ibiza, which you guys saw the vlog of, and that was amazing. But then between Ibiza and my weekend away to Lisbon, I had one day off. And that was to go to Wimbledon with Jack, and we woke up at 4 AM to queue. So it wasn't exactly the chilled day off that I probably needed. And it just resulted in me getting to this crazy, anxious, stressed level that I've never really experienced before. Like for the whole week between Lisbon and then going away again, which I'll talk about in a second, I had this big knot of anxiety in my stomach. Like I felt sick for a week. Purely out of stress. I just had lots and lots on my plate. Now, I'm not complaining about being busy at all, but this is a reminder to all of us, me included, to take time off and rest. And like, I think social media makes it seem like everyone is working all the time, all day, every day, and we constantly think we have to be hustling and grinding, and you know, it's not enough to just work normal hours. And like, you know, not taking a day off for 5 weeks was not good for my mental health. I really got stressed, and that is why I felt like I didn't do as many videos, because I was stressed, and when I'm stressed I find it really hard to be creative. So that's all the moisturiser foundation blended in, I think. And then I'm going in with the NARS Creamy Concealer. I've used this concealer for years. This is probably about my 4th repurchase. This is in medium 1 custard, and I just put this under my eyes. So I'm using my mirror once again. Under my eyes, around my nose, on my nose, because I get lots of redness in these areas, on my chin, and kind of around my eyebrow T-zone area, like I literally draw a T. I also cover up the few little spots I have. My skin's been quite kind to me recently and I'm pretty spot free. I did just have a hormonal breakout on my chin, but besides that, not too shabby. So yes, I got super stressed, like I was saying, and it just stifled my creativity. It stifled my kind of productivity. So when I was kind of had time to work on things, I just felt drained, and it just doesn't suit me. Hustling 24/7 does not suit me. I have to have time off, I have to have a break, I have to reset and relax, and then that is when I become my most productive. So the week after we got back from Lisbon, we went away to Swanage in Dorset with Jack's family, so it was like a family holiday for the whole week. It was so lovely. I did catch you up on this in my last vlog, so I won't bore you with all the details. But yeah, we went away for a week and it was such an opportunity to switch off. See, I told you the sun was going to be playing havoc, so it's gone super bright now. Yeah, it was such a chilled week, a great chance to switch off. I think I did maybe like 3 Instagram posts in the whole week. And I know it seems silly, like, for me that feels like a lot. To you, you're like, I do 3 Instagram posts in 2 weeks. But when it's your job and you have a lot of commitments to social media in your daily life and in your daily routine, that feels like you've massively reduced your social media presence. But I needed it and it felt great, and it just meant that Jack and I became closer. Like, we always really, I don't know about you and if you're in a relationship, but I always find that after holidays and like proper quality time together and experiences, you just become so much closer as a couple. So I really left Swanage feeling in a really good place with Jack, and so like I'm really happy with everything and where we're at. Obviously since then it's been back to work, but I'm really excited. I feel like since coming back from Swanage, I had my break. I had a lot of deadlines prior to Swanage and actually during Swanage, which wasn't the best, but I've got all my deadlines out the way. I've done all the kind of stuff I'm committed to doing in terms of those, and now I feel like I'm finally ready to work on me and my projects and my content and my life. But first, eyebrows. So I should say, I'm not very good at this whole makeup tutorial malarkey, am I? So I use the Benefit Ka-Brow. I'll just show you the whole pot. So I use the Benefit Ka-Brow. This is the little brush. This is a little pot. I have used this bad boy. I saw one of my favourite beauty bloggers use this, started using it because her brows are insane. It's dreamy, it's so good, and you pay like 20 quid and it has lasted me since before Christmas, I think, which is madness. So yes, I just do my brows. I literally lightly draw in like little strokes of hairs, going upwards at the centre thick bit, and then I work my way out and we do little bits, okay? I'm going to very quickly do my other eyebrow and we're going to reconvene, because I'm not an eyebrow expert, but if you want to be an eyebrow expert, Desi Perkins is your lady. I also then just give them a quick brush through with a spoolie, which is like one of these little brushes. This is just on the end of an old brow pencil I had. So once I do the kind of basics of my face, so my foundation, my concealer, my eyebrows, that's when I do my eyes, and then I kind of start inwards and work my way out to the edges of my face. So for my eyeshadows, I pretty much do the same thing the whole time. I use a mix of 2 L'Oreal little mini palettes, these ones here. As you can tell, they have been used to within an inch of their life desperately. Like, they're so used, I can't tell you what the palettes are because the labels are in the background. But I know that you can get these in Boots because I did look at them the other day and was like, Tally, it's time to repurchase. But I feel like I've got a little bit of life left in these yet. Oh, I can tell you. So this one is the beige trench palette. I use the top shade for my eyebrow highlight in the just underneath my eyebrows on my inner corner, and I don't have many fancy brushes at all, so I just used this. The little brush that comes with it is like a nice little angled brush, and then I just go into the inner corner with the same little brush. I really like the whole highlighted look. Like, I really like my makeup to look really dewy, quite fresh and glowy, and quite natural. Like, I want my face to hit the light and it just kind of glows. So it's not oily or sweaty, it's just kind of glowy. That's the vibe I'm going for today. Bronzy natural eyes, glowy face, that's the vibe. Then it's on to the eyeshadow, and I use the only eyeshadow brush that I use. This is disgusting. One thing I'm going to do, because I've told you I'm doing it, I need to invest in a whole new set of makeup brushes. Are there any good makeup brushes that you recommend? I use Real Technique brushes and I really like them, but are there any particular eye brushes that you recommend? So in this palette, you know, I'll put the text of what this colour is on the screen. I use the pink shade for kind of all over my lids and my crease. Like so. And I don't know about you, but I have to do both eyes at once. I can't do one eye and then recreate it on the other eye. I know some people do like all one eye at one go, then the other eye. I have to do it all at the same time. So I do that pretty much to up until just under that eyebrow bone there. I think they call it a transition shade. I am really excited because my favourite beauty bloggers are Desi Perkins and Katie. They have come out with their own makeup collection with Dose of Colours, and it was online in America, and Abby, my best friend Abby, Curvy Living, she and I have made some purchases. It's going to be shipped out. It's probably on its way as we speak. I'm so excited, but it's getting shipped at her house because we had to order it to her house because I couldn't get online and buy it. I was with clients at the time. So hopefully I'll have a whole load of new makeup to play with soon and potentially might do another little makeup look. So then I'm going to use this top brown shade for right on the eyelid just to deepen the colour, get that nice, I like a really brown bronzy look. And then to smoke it out just a little bit of like depth, I add in this final dark shade here, and I just, like, I'm such a skank, I do just use the same brushes. I'm no professional, but I think this is a realistic get ready with me makeup tutorial. Who has 20 million brushes? Not this girl. So then just do the edge and like just kind of just above my eyelash line. And then I also like to just slightly bring it under along my lash line. And then to blend, I just like using my fingers, to be honest. I'd just like to point out that, I don't know if you've noticed, but I did get my nails done. So this last weekend, I had the best weekend ever. I went to my friend Kelsey's house, and it was like going to a bed and breakfast. Her and her new fiance Ed hosted me like an absolute queen. So I went down on Saturday night and I got to stay with them in their spare room. And in their spare room, they had like little jars on the side of the bed, which had like cashew nuts in, peanuts, and then some sweets, and they each had a little tag that said eat me. And then on my bed, Ed had been stealing hotel slippers, you know, like spa slippers in the little plastic packets. So on the end of my bed I had the towels, the slippers, everything. It was a dream. I felt like the guest of honour. It was amazing, and it was so good to catch up with my friend Kelsey. She's a friend from drama school, and it was so good to see her. And so I feel like since I came back from Swanage and then I had that weekend with Kelsey, I've really started to switch off a lot more, and I feel like I've taken a lot of pressure off my workload, and it feels really good. I feel like I'm vaguely on top of things. I'm really starting to get my life together. So I've got a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to work on for a long time that I'm finally able to do. For example, I want to completely finish this flat. Like, this bedroom is not finished. I want pictures up here. I want, behind you there are these horrible curtains that we need a blind for, and it's like we did about 70% of the flat and we finished it, and then that last 30%, which is the story of my life, like we didn't just quite finish. And so I've got this renewed determination to finish the interiors of this flat and make it a beautiful flat. So hopefully by the end of September, that's kind of a little goal I've set myself. By the end of September, I want this place looking exactly how I want it, exactly like my Pinterest boards, and then hopefully we can do a flat tour. That is the dream. Right, I'm going to do some liquid eyeliner very thinly. I just do it just over my lids. Now I can't do this single-handedly. I have to do this with one hand, so excuse me while I go down there to do my eyeliner, and then I'm going to come back up. So I said to myself I was just going to do a little bit of eyeliner, and then I ended up doing this kind of wing thing going on. I don't know if you can see, but that wasn't quite planned, but we're just going to go with it. Now, I do have a new mascara that I'm trying out this week. It is the L'Oreal Miss Baby Roll Waterproof Mascara. I used to be a big L'Oreal waterproof mascara of their False Lash Effect mascara, I think it's called. Was a big fan of that. Once again, my best friend Abby got me onto this mascara, said give it a go. I've had a few goes with it this week. I've been using it every day. But the one thing I find with it, I have to be really like careful and wait for it to dry, because I get a bit heavy-handed with my mascara and I get it all over my lids, and obviously I don't want that to happen. So I've just got to be gentle with it. But this is the kind of mascara where you put one coat on, you got to wait a couple of minutes, and then you can do another coat. Oh yeah, I always put my mascara on like that, and then I do like on the top of the lash as well. So yeah, I feel like I said before, going back to what we were chatting about, I feel like I'm finally getting on top of life, on top of really boring adulting things like finances and boring things like that. But I really want to start taking my adult life seriously, and I want to focus on things like saving to buy a house, because I'm 26, I'm going to be 27 in October, and right now I ain't buying nothing. So I need to like work on these adult things. And then there's also some key things I want to do to try and help grow and expand me online in a way that I hope is really going to help you. So I feel like, do you know what, I've been putting this mascara on at like 7 AM in the morning, just before I've been rushing out the door to go and train clients, and I haven't had a chance to fully put it on, and I'm so happy with that mascara. It looks great. I always use waterproof mascara, because I always wear a little bit of mascara every day, so if I am working out or whatever, I do want it to be waterproof. And I don't know why, I just feel a lot more secure with waterproof mascara. I feel like there's less room for manoeuvre. I don't want it halfway down my face. Now we're onto the face. Now this is what I feel has upped my personal makeup game. I have really been trying to focus on a really, like I said, that glowy, bronzy, natural look, especially this summer. And I feel like for me, this is where I feel like I've got a bit better at doing my personal makeup. I'm going to start doing my highlighter first, because I really like to use a liquid highlighter by Becca. This is a little cream, I got a mini little set from Becca, cream highlighter in Moonstone. It's got like a creamy kind of undertone, and it's a bit slightly golden, and it's really nice. Like I feel like it looks really nice and natural on my skin tone. So I just put like a swipe up here. It looks like you've got like war paint on. Swipe it under here, like just on the top of the cheekbone. Then I go down the nose, just like it's quite like a light thing. Then I go on top of my Cupid's bow, and then I put like a little bit, swipe above my eyebrow here, and then here. In fact, I'm going to get a teeny bit more. Yeah, oh, that's a lot. That's not a teeny bit. And then I take my beauty blender again, like the other end, and I blend that all in. So it just kind of like gets a natural glow, and I really like this. And a lot of my friends in person have commented on my natural glow, and this is how I achieve it, pretty much. Like I said, I really think this is like something that we could all wear every day. It's genuinely such an easy thing to do. Like, I don't know if you can start to see the highlight. It's so pretty. So then I finish off with my slight contour, like a little bit of contour with my bronzer, and then do this. So I featured this in my favourites. It's the NARS Jet Setter palette, and I use the Laguna bronzer and the Orgasm blush, and you can buy them separately from NARS. This was just a really cute palette with these eye colours. Once again, this is disgusting, and if you actually do makeup, you will be horrified by what I'm about to do, but I'm going to be honest about how I do my makeup. I use the same brush for bronze and blush and just deal. So you got to do the pout. You've got to get your cheekbones nice and, you see that line? Underneath with the bronzer. And now the sun's gone and it's a completely different colour in this room. Okay, and then we go round the edges of the face with the bronzer. So I always go like round my hairline, round my jawline, down the neck, to blend it in. I've started recently putting a bit over my nose so it looks like I caught the sun. And then I am disgusting and I use the same brush. And then I just do that little pout again. And I just try and find the like apple of my cheek and put the blush on there. And then I'm going to finish with a lip gloss because I love lip gloss. I know that like matte liquid lipsticks are all in fashion and everyone does lipsticks, but I'm a basic bitch and I love lip gloss. Take me back to year 9. I used to wear lip gloss every day. So I just picked myself up a new one actually. This is another L'Oreal purchase. It is the L'Oreal lip gloss in 101 Cream. It's called Girl on Top and it's nice and glossy. It's not particularly shimmery, it's just like a really nice gloss. And I really like the wand. And last but not least, to finish my hair, so I take my hair down. It's doing something crazy like it always does. I have like the flattest, most boring hair. So boring. I have to blow dry it like a lot to get a lot of volume into it. And even then it will drop within seconds. So I just put it up in this ponytail. Like this will look a bit crazy right now, but it will go within about 10 minutes. And then I always just chuck in some sea salt spray as texture spray. My hairdresser showed me how to do this. I just pick up my hair in sections with the spray it from underneath and just drop the hair. So you just go up, drop it, and it just kind of goes a bit crazy, but give me a second. Then I just run my hands through my hair, give it a lot of at the scalp. What is that called? Ring. And that is kind of how I like to have my hair, this kind of like beach wavy, messy kind of hair that's got a bit of texture and volume to it, because forever trying to get volume in my hair. So this is the like complete look. I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and just chatting and get ready with me. Maybe you're getting ready too. Let me know in the comments below if you're doing your makeup whilst watching this video, because I love that. That's when I like to watch these kind of videos, when I'm getting ready for stuff or like cooking. So thank you so much for watching. As you guys know, I generally do mostly health and fitness content, but I do like to add a little bit of lifestyle in there too, like a bit of beauty, skincare, fashiony things every now and then. So if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and stick around for more, because like I said, I've had a bit of a breakthrough the past few days and I just feel like there's so much great content coming your way soon. I have so many ideas and I cannot wait to share them with you. So please stick around and I'll see you next time. Goodbye everybody. Goodbye.